Hi, my name is Brett and I'm here to tell you my story. It's a story of injuries, of devastation, of, well, everything in between, and how I went from this to this. I was 19 years old, riding back on my motorcycle one morning from a girl I'd been seeing's house, who then turned out to become my children's mother. But we'll go into that in a different story. I was riding back, the roads were really clear. I was riding quite quickly, I was enjoying myself. I got about half a mile from work, just nipping past one more car, and the car driver decided to put his foot down. He accelerated, closing the gap that I was planning on going into, causing me to run onto the wrong side of the road and lose control of my motorcycle. I jumped off the bike at the last minute, looking up and realising I was about to hit a lorry, a 17.5 ton truck that was fully loaded. The bike hit the front of the truck, I jumped off and ended up under the rear wheels. The driver, through no fault of his own, braking very, very hard, ran over both of my legs, crushing them and spreading them across the tarmac. Hence why they look like this. I sat up after being crushed and tried to stand to my feet, thinking that it was only a bump and I'd be okay. Attempting to stand up, I suddenly realised something was very, very wrong. I couldn't feel my legs, couldn't feel anything really below my chest. Everything felt soft and squidgy and didn't really want to work. A couple of car drivers stopped, came over, and they were both almost sick, which was a little bit concerning for me as well. Due to a severed artery in my left leg, I was losing blood badly and was slowly starting to pass out of consciousness. Just as I started to lose consciousness, I could hear a familiar voice. It was Alan, the paramedic, who'd, strangely enough, only been parked about 400 metres away on his motorcycle when someone came down, saw the accident, turned round and immediately went back to him. Nobody had even had a chance to phone 999 by this point. In fact, by the time he got to me, people were still scrambling for their mobile phones. He managed to stop the bleeding on my leg. This I was unaware of because by this point I was actually out cold. He stopped the bleeding, stabilised my injuries until the ambulance got there. I was rushed to the local hospital where I stayed for 3 days, none of which I remember at all, as I was in a chemically induced coma. I woke up 4 or 5 days later in a hospital another 70 miles away, where I'd been taken to have my injuries dealt with. I sort of came to, had pipes coming out my nose, out of my mouth, obviously to help me breathe, and to give me food and liquid. It was a very strange sensation. As I say, the last thing I remember was laying on the floor trying to go to pick my bike up. I had family around me. All I could hear was beeping, the machines beeping and beeping. It's a noise even now watching programs like Casualty on television. I find it quite difficult. I then don't remember very much for a few days more. As I say, I was in and out of consciousness. I was on very, very high painkillers. When I finally did awake, I had a needle in my back to supply pain relief due to the severity of the injuries, an epidural, which I believe is usually given to women giving birth. I woke up, and to be honest, due to that pain relief, I didn't really think anything was wrong. However, laying flat on my back with a neck brace on, I thought I was stood upright and that the people around me were going up and down on rope pulleys, which was a very, very strange sensation. So yeah, that was the early stages of my hospital time, and we'll fast forward to the end of last year, where I won the Western Counties boxing belt in the light heavyweight division, which was a hell of an achievement, based on the fact that, and we'll go back on this in future videos, the fact that I was told that I would never ever walk again. So I'll conclude this video for now and try and pick up where I ended next time. Thank you.